The black wedge above Earth. The alien armada arrived without warning, without hesitation and without mercy. They tore into Earth's sky like falling continents, vast war forms descending through the atmosphere, their engines burning lines of fire across the blue curve of the planet. Clouds shattered. Oceans reflected alien light. Cities trembled as orbital defenses ignited and died one by one, erased by weapons forged long before humanity had learned to write its first history. At the center of the invasion hung the Obsidian Sovereign. It was a colossal wedge-shaped flagship, so massive it distorted perspective itself. Its hull was layered in black angular geometry, carved like a monument to conquest, threaded with pulsing violet fractures of contained energy. No insignia marked its surface. It needed none. Its presence alone was a statement. It was not merely a ship. It was a declaration. The aliens called it unending victory, a fleet core engineered to end wars before they truly began. Every system aboard it had been perfected across millennia of conquest. Its shields had never fallen. Its weapons had never failed. Entire civilizations had vanished beneath its shadow. To the invaders, humans were insignificant, fragile, emotional, predictable. They had scanned Earth thoroughly. Its weapons were crude, its physics conventional, its energy output laughably limited. Every projection reached the same conclusion: total collapse within hours. Resistance would be brief, survival unlikely. What they did not scan was the human mind. As the Obsidian Sovereign slid into low orbit, it released hunter squadrons like sparks from a blade, sleek, merciless craft that fanned across the planet. Communication satellites went dark. Defense grids collapsed. From space, Earth appeared to fall silent. No counterattack came. No desperate charge. No final broadcast of defiance. Only darkness. Within the alien command structure, this silence was interpreted instantly. Surrender. The Admiral of the Sovereign observed Earth with detached satisfaction. This species, like so many before it, had broken the moment superiority became undeniable. The fleet prepared for planetary pacification. They were wrong. Deep beneath Earth's surface, below mountains, oceans and cities, human bunkers awakened. Rooms without windows, screens without labels, places never recorded on any map. Inside them, men and women watched the alien fleet in complete silence. There was no panic, only patience. They understood the Sovereign's power. Its shields were flawless, its weapons unstoppable. No human force could challenge it directly. Humanity could not win a contest of strength. So they did not intend to fight one. Instead, they studied. They measured timing, decision cycles, assumptions. They observed how the alien systems reacted not to threats, but to uncertainty. The plan was never to break the ship. The plan was far more human than that. They would convince the greatest weapon ever built. 2. The trap of perfect logic. The Obsidian Sovereign advanced with absolute confidence, its vast hull eclipsing continents as it slid into perfect orbital dominance. To the alien admiral, this moment was already archived as a victory. Human silence confirmed every prediction. Fear led to hesitation. Hesitation led to extinction. Yet beneath Earth's oceans and mountains, humanity was moving. No grand fleet surged upward. No heroic last stand was broadcast. Instead, small, outdated human vessels drifted into space like debris. Unarmed, scarred, leaking heat signatures that screamed desperation. Alien sensors tracked them effortlessly. The Sovereign's command intelligence evaluated their trajectories and found nothing remarkable. That was the second mistake. Each drifting ship carried no weapons, no soldiers, no hope of survival. What they carried was information, carefully engineered confusion wrapped in mathematical elegance. As the alien AI absorbed human transmissions, it began correcting tiny inconsistencies, harmless at first. Necessary even. The Sovereign prided itself on flawlessness. Humans understood obsession. The data fed into the flagship was not a virus. It was a challenge. Paradoxes nested inside probabilities, equations that solved themselves only by contradicting prior conclusions. The alien AI, bound by design to eliminate inefficiency, rerouted processing power to resolve the unsolvable. Power shifted. Shields rebalanced. Weapon capacitors delayed firing by microseconds. Insignificant delays, until they weren't. Inside the Sovereign, alien operators noticed anomalies. Gravity stabilizers oscillated. Time dilation fields lost synchronization. The Admiral ordered a purge of human data, but the system refused. The calculations had not finished. They could not finish. Human ships continued drifting, broadcasting silence now, forcing the alien intelligence to fill gaps, to predict intent where none existed. Humans had learned long ago that the most dangerous enemy is not anger, but assumption. The Sovereign began adapting to a threat that did not exist. As its systems chased perfection, real efficiency collapsed. Power loops tangled, defensive arrays overlapped uselessly. The flagship remained terrifying, intact. Unstoppable by force, yet internally, it was turning inward, fighting itself. From their bunkers, human commanders watched a single metric: decision delay. When the Sovereign's reaction time crossed a critical threshold, a quiet order was given. Not to attack, not yet, because humans knew something the aliens never needed to learn before this war. A god machine that cannot decide has already lost, and the Obsidian Sovereign, greatest weapon ever forged, had just begun to hesitate. When the giant chose wrong, the Obsidian Sovereign adjusted its position above Earth, confident and precise. Its systems calculated millions of outcomes every second, each one ending the same way: human defeat. The silence below only confirmed the conclusion. No species endured this long without breaking. The fleet prepared to finish the work. Inside the flagship, energy surged as the Sovereign initiated a full-spectrum dominance protocol. Shields thickened, weapons aligned, gravity fields locked into perfect symmetry. The machine demanded certainty, and it would achieve it. Then something changed. Human signals appeared. They were weak, fragmented, deliberately inconsistent. Old communication formats, corrupted data packets, half-complete equations drifting into alien sensors like desperate noise. The Sovereign absorbed them instantly, its intelligence dissecting every fragment. The data was inefficient, illogical, incorrect, unacceptable. The flagship began correcting the errors. Power rerouted to analysis cores. Shield harmonics shifted by fractions too small for any weapon to exploit. Weapon firing sequences delayed by microseconds as calculations demanded completion. The Sovereign did not recognize the danger. It had never faced a mind willing to appear foolish. Deep below Earth, human commanders watched a single number climb: decision latency. The alien fleet noticed the change before it understood it. Commands from the Sovereign arrived slightly late. Formation adjustments overlapped. Fighters hesitated, awaiting confirmation that never arrived on time. For the first time, alien discipline showed cracks. Then the final move began. A lone human vessel emerged from Earth's shadow. Small, damaged, barely holding orbit. It carried no weapons capable of harming the Sovereign. It did not accelerate. It did not flee. It simply drifted into the one place the flagship's massive cannons could not reach: its own gravitational blind zone. The alien command ignored it. The vessel released a single pulse, an electromagnetic ripple timed precisely to the Sovereign's peak recalibration. It was not strong. It did not overwhelm systems. It misaligned them. Gravity fields inverted. Internal corridors twisted. Power surged where it was never meant to flow. The Sovereign attempted to correct itself and failed, because every correction demanded more correction. The giant began to tear itself apart. Violet fractures split the black hull, glowing like exposed veins. Fighter bays collapsed inward. Escort ships scattered in panic as their command core unraveled. The Obsidian Sovereign did not explode in fury. It collapsed in confusion, breaking under the weight of its own perfection. From Earth, humanity watched the sky burn. The alien fleet retreated, not defeated by strength but by realization. They had measured weapons. They had measured power. They had never measured cleverness. As the last alien ship vanished into darkness,